Hello. Today is going to be my 34-week bump date. Today I am 34 weeks and 6 days, so the very last day of my 34 weeks. Today has been a pretty exciting day. I'll get to that a little bit later, but as of now I'm still due March 5th, 2022, so let's talk about the week. For how big is baby? As always, we've got a lot of variety, so let's go through it. We have a honeydew, lion cub, cotton candy, the same as last week, a Savoy cabbage, which seems big, a baguette bread, which is very long, a basketball hoop, which I feel like is very big, and a quokka. It's like a little animal. I've never heard of it before. Quokka, but it was very cute looking. He is 17 to 18 inches long and 4.2 to 5.8 pounds. We did go to the doctor this past week and they said that at 34 weeks and 4 days, he was 5 pounds and 2 ounces, which puts him in the 25th percentile. So he's not that big, he's just a little guy. Weight gain, I did get weighed today. I gained, I think like 3 pounds since my last appointment, which I'm not really that mad about because I haven't gained weight in a long time. So I'm at like 181 now, so gained a few pounds, but still nothing crazy. Must-have items, I don't really have a good one for this week, so I'm going to list my symptoms next, and then you tell me if there's anything that you've used or have heard of that has helped with these symptoms, because I might need a new must-have item. For symptoms, my nausea comes and goes. Some days it's really bad, other days it's really not that bad. This morning it wasn't awful, but then I've had a few nights this week where I felt like really nauseous, so it comes and goes. I have a feeling it's like how high he is when he's pushing on my stomach and like squishing everything makes it worse, which makes sense. Lots of hip pain, especially at night when I'm laying in bed. I have a really hard time rolling over. I don't know why it's so difficult. Like, it's easier for me to just get up out of the bed and get back into the bed than it is to go from my back to my side, which is strange to me. Also getting a lot of restless legs at night. When I'm trying to fall asleep, my legs feel like I have to keep moving them and they feel like not really things crawling on them, but just I can't sit still and my legs need to be going, which is annoying and makes it hard to fall asleep. It's hard to get out of bed. I feel like a turtle, like stuck on my back. I'm like, help me get out, because my hips hurt to roll, but it's kind of hard to like sit up with my stomach. It makes it difficult. I'm getting more stretch marks on my stomach for sure, and they're very itchy. The newer stretch marks are much itchier than the older stretch marks. I brought it up at my appointment today and they didn't seem very concerned about it. They said I could put hydrocortisone cream on it if I needed to, and to keep it moisturized, which I've been putting lotion and cocoa butter and whatever I can find on it, but still itchy. And then I'm not really feeling as much nesting this week. Last week I felt like a very urge to clean and get things ready and get it all packed and prepared for the baby, and this week I do not feel that way. I do not feel motivated, and I have all of the stuff on the floor right now for my hospital bag that I need to pack, but I haven't because I feel unmotivated to do so. Even though it's like, I want to say like 38 days till the baby comes, maybe 37. No, I feel like it's less. I think it's 36. I don't know. How many days is it till March 5th? It's not that many. Cravings and aversions, my boring category. I don't have any new cravings, just carbs and chocolate like I usually want. Aversions, I've been trying to work more protein into my diet because my gestational diabetes numbers have been a little bit wonky, but I don't really want protein, particularly chicken and like meat. I don't really want it and it's hard to eat. So I guess it's kind of an aversion, but I still can eat it. I just don't want it. Would I miss the nesting energy from last week? I don't know what happened. Last week I felt so motivated. I cleaned a bunch of rooms, got a bunch of the baby stuff together. Everything was going good. And this week I just want to sit on the couch and not do anything. So I don't know when that energy is going to come back or if it's going to come back, but I need to pack my hospital bag today. So I'm going to finish this video, shower, and then hopefully pack my hospital bag so that I am prepared for the baby. But I missed that nesting energy. Challenges this week. My appointment today was kind of stressful. I went to my normal OB/GYN appointment on Wednesday for my 34-week checkup, and they said that my gestational diabetes numbers were a little bit higher, particularly at dinner time, than they like to see them. And so they sent me back to the diabetes team because I had graduated from them before. My numbers were doing okay. They sent me back over there, and I went there this morning. when I woke up this morning, my vision was really blurry. I don't know what that was about or what was causing it, but they've warned me that can be a sign of high blood pressure. So I have a blood pressure cuff. I took it here. It was slightly high, but it wasn't in the 140/90 range, which is when they say to call them. It was below that, like in the 130s, so higher than it normally is, but not in the area that I should be concerned in calling them at that point. So I just waited until I went to my doctor's appointment. I was scheduled this morning at 8. My vision started getting better, and I have a headache, but it wasn't any like vision related things. So I went to the doctor and told them that. They were a little bit concerned. They did want to put me on a new medication for the diabetes, so I have to go pick that up today and start taking that, which means that I'm going to get more closely monitored, which is a good thing, I think. I'll have like weekly non-stress tests and weekly I can't breathe weekly non-stress tests and weekly ultrasounds to check on the baby's growth and how he's doing. So I would rather have more checks than not enough checks. And then I'll be meeting, I think, with the diabetes team every week as well, and my normal OBGYN team. So that's like 4 appointments a week, which feels like a lot. But at that appointment today, she was concerned about my blood pressure still being kind of high, and she had a little bit of trouble finding the baby when she used the Doppler. So she sent me over to labor and delivery, triage, to get monitored a little bit more closely. So they took some blood, they ran some blood work, all those numbers came back good. We did a non-stress test, they hooked me up to the machine and everything. And the baby's heart rate was really high at first, like 200, and then fluctuated between 130 and 200 throughout the ultrasound. Or not the ultrasound, the non-stress test. My blood pressure went down, it was looking good. By the time I left, it was completely normal, like 120 something over 70 something, so it was definitely a normal range. But they said that with the blood work and the NST, they weren't concerned, and to just go on home. So I got released, which is good, because I did have to fill out paperwork in case I got admitted, so I was a little bit concerned about that. But they sent me home, and they said that if I get more blurry vision or a worse headache or any other like high blood pressure symptoms, to call them and come back in. But now I really feel like I need to pack my hospital bag, because if I do get hypertension, then I probably would be admitted and potentially have the baby. So I need to be ready for that. The one gestational diabetes doctor, when I was leaving, she's like, all right, we'll see you next week, bye. And she was like, well, as long as you're still pregnant. I was like, what do you mean as long as I'm still pregnant? Am I not gonna be pregnant next week? Oh gosh. So gotta get on that hospital bag. Highlight of this week, it feels like a really long time ago, but over the weekend, last weekend, we had the baby shower with my family, which was really nice. We got to celebrate and hang out, and we played games and opened presents, and that was really fun. I did do a video about the baby shower haul, so if you're curious about what we got or different things that I had on my registry, you can check those out, because I know I watched a lot of those videos to get ideas for myself and my registry. But that was really nice. I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad we got to have 2 baby showers and it worked out well, and everybody got to celebrate the baby that wanted to. So yay! Looking forward to, I'm gonna say, getting monitored more closely. I definitely worry about the baby. I know I have lots of things that are good right now, like my blood pressure and my blood sugar are manageable right now, but they can change very quickly and very drastically. So I'm glad that I'll be monitored more closely and making sure that I have all of the necessary things done that need to be done. They also said that since I'll be on medication, I'll most likely be induced at 39 weeks at the latest. So baby will probably be here before March 5th. They didn't give me any dates or time frame or anything beyond that, but that's exciting and scary all at once. All right, let me show you the bump and see if you think it looks any bigger or dropped. I can't tell. With my shirt down, I'm gonna angle you a little more. Shirt down from my side, this side, the other side, and then with my shirt up, my side. Does it look any lower in the front to you? Does it look like it's dropped at all, or about the same? I don't know. Lots of stretch marks. Belly button still is kind of in. Other side. That's all I have for this week. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully next week I'll still be pregnant, but the doctor made me a little freaked out when she said that. My husband said he's going to be packing his hospital bag tonight now, because now he's nervous about that as well. So I'll keep y'all updated. If you don't follow my TikTok and Instagram, make sure you follow those because I post daily updates instead of weekly updates. And hopefully we'll have a baby here soon, but not too soon. Goodbye.